Stocks surrendered a chunk of yesterday's historic gains as President Donald Trump's trade war continues to threaten the economy. The Dow losing 1,000 points. The Nasdaq lost more than 4% and the S&P dropping 3.5%. The volatility is expected to continue as the trade war with China continues to escalate.
Today, the roller coaster on Wall Street continuing. The Dow started and ended down, at one point falling more than 2,000 points. More than half of the gains from yesterday's rally erased. Stocks has surged yesterday after President Trump announced a 90-day pause on his tariffs. But reality setting in today that Trump is not changing course on the blanket 10% tariffs or his huge tariffs on China.
We'll see what happens with China. We would love to be able to work a deal.
Also today, a new Yale study says the tariffs are expected to cost U.S. households an additional $4,400 a year on average. That's if the current rates hold. The trade war with China has been ballooning. New calculations now put the total tariff on Chinese goods coming into the U.S. at 145%. U.S. businesses and consumers will likely end up paying that tax. China so far hasn't budged. Its latest punch today announcing a plan to reduce the number of American films allowed in China, the world's second largest film market. The administration says dozens of other countries are willing to negotiate new trade deals.
People understand where we are, what we're going to do, but it could happen. It's called flexibility. You have to have certain flexibility.
But even an encouraging inflation report could not lift the financial markets today. Led by cheaper gas prices, the Labor Department today saying consumer prices rose just 2.4% last month, down from 2.8% in February. That is the lowest inflation figure since September.
Consumer prices have actually dropped. There's very little inflation.
Now, the cost of groceries was up 0.5% last month as egg prices jumped almost 6% to a new record average price of $6.23 a dozen.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.